friends. We don't need to fight. We don't need to have flashy, colorful characters going in here and saving the day. But instead, can't we all just make this out to be nicer? In fact, to get rid of the evildoers, I recommend that the Alien Ranger do one little thing. There is one tasty treat that can't be beat, even by evildoers. They bow down to the mighty of the powerful, of the only food that is.
Evil beware, we have waffles.
Oh, come on, you knew I had to do that. That's gonna be a running gag on this on this channel for a while. Not really show, but more if we just, in some videos, you might have me or see me make that a reference from now on. But anyways, come on, Alien Rangers, get some waffles. You guys could be great at this. Don't every alien creature like waffles? Oh no, wait, that's ice cream. Everybody cannot deny ice cream. Am I right, people? Ice cream for days can always stop the evildoers. Jokes aside, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers had been a successful series ever since it aired in 1993, making it one of the biggest successful franchises that is still running to this very day, with more seasons being added on. But back during Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the actual series ending of Season 3 wasn't all that great. So they decided to basically make a profit and make a mini-series that's only 10 episodes long, and where some people, especially me back when I was a kid, I'm like, this still counts in the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger universe, whereas nowadays I am not as judgmental as I was back then. So to maximize profits and also to make an actual ending to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and as well as the season that came after this, which I'll talk about more at the end here, they created this mini-series that's only 10 episodes long and has a huge cult following to where people are even still fans of these Rangers all these years later. My friends, we're going to talk about the technically spin-off series, but also mini-series of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Ladies and gentlemen, did you see that UFO and alien sightings? Well, you better, because today we're talking about Greetings, geeks and nerds, I'm Lady Universe and White and Nerdy. Yes, we're going to be talking about the final entry into the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers line, the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, a short-lived 10-episode DVD TV series, and also if you buy the the DVD box set that I actually own from Boom Studios, this is included in it instead of being sold separately, which is nice of Shout Factory. I'm just going to read to you the back of this because this is a great premise that you should actually see. And also, I will have this on screen, so you can pause it right now if you want to and read this. I'll give you a few minutes. You good? Okay. With the Power Rangers transformed into children, more aliens arrived from deep space, this time to save Earth. They are the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, and they will continue to fight more Zed and Rita Repulsor, while the Power Rangers attempt to find a way to return themselves to the rightful ages. Okay, little bit of a thing on the back of the DVD. They're not really the Alien Rangers. They're not called that until after the first 2 episodes, which is technically the first episode. And while it said 10 episodes, technically it's more like 9 episodes, or 8 truthfully, because the first episode is a 2-parter, which a lot of times a 2-parter is combined into 1 episode, and the final episode are 2 episodes that can be combined into 1 episode. So technically speaking, it's more like 8 episodes if you don't count their 2-parters that they have. But anyways, Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers is not a series that I am well familiar with growing up, especially since this was a series I missed out on and didn't learn about until I was relatively a teenager. And even still as a teenager, I was like, this is awesome, but this shouldn't count in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers line. And I remember watching clips of this back during elementary school. Oh yeah, back during elementary school during computer time. Oh yeah, I would be doing that. Also, during elementary school, I got in a lot of trouble, same with my friends, when Jeff Dunham became a thing with Ahmed the Dead Terrorist. Yeah, I wanted to throw that in there, that we got yelled at for watching somebody that would do swearing, and this is elementary school. So for a while we had computer privileges taken away. Yeah, was an awkward time and date. But basically, Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, in my opinion, is a series that should have been longer. And in fact, even if they showed up in the ZO2 parter and Rangers of Two Worlds, I don't think it would make any less of an impact. But basically, you got to think it's Saban Studios. You had you had 3 seasons of a successful TV series, and you kind of left it off on a cliffhanger when you didn't know what to do. So where would you go from here? And also, you had assets to Ranger, Dai Ranger, and Kaku Ranger from Japan. So what would you do from this? Answer? Well, you just bring over the costumes from Kaku Ranger, you swap it in with aliens, because what kid doesn't like aliens? And boom, successful franchise have been made. So, whereas I would just go over the series and the concept, I am going to do that, but I'm also going to try to go to an episodic kind of territory and just kind of talk about the adventures that the Alien Rangers get into. Spoilers for right now, the Alien Rangers get into a lot of trouble that involve polluted water, which is a major complaint that I'll get to later. So for right now, let's review. We begin our series where the episode left off the last time, which I forgot to include. The Rangers have been turned to children by the evil of Rita's father. I know a lot of people imagine, like, what if the Power Rangers at this point were like the Beetle Boys, but unfortunately we don't get that awesomeness factor included in this season. Powerless and seemingly defeated, the Rangers ask Zordon and Alpha what they should do and who they should recall on. Zordon and Alpha tell them that they can use the powers of the Alien Rangers. The signal is complete and the Alien Fish Rangers, why are they fish, are called upon to do their duties, while of course outside evil afoot. Yeah, it's not really anything big to talk about, but the command center ends up being destroyed by Rito and Goldar because they have to destroy the command center. Needless to say, the Alien Rangers agree to help, and they agree to help out our Power Rangers and save the Earth as best they can. And for now, it is Morphin time. If I may be a harsh YouTube critic here for just a tiny teensy minute or so, I will critique one thing that I don't like with this series, and that the driving narrative is about the Rangers going back to normal. That's something that's kind of a complaint of mine because until further down the line, I forget what episode, it's episode 4 or 5, where they really bring it in. I think it's episode 5, Attack of the 60-foot bulk, when they discover what they're supposed to do and how they're supposed to find their powers, which I'll talk about in just a quick second here. But it kind of irritates me that there is no real driving narrative. It's just these alien rangers are coming to help us until our powers can be restored. Ding 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 ding. We don't find out what the powers are until roughly about halfway through the series. Ding 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 ding. And then we create the greatest Power Rangers season ever. Don't you dare complain. Don't go there. But there is something else that I have to complain about in this series, and it's that not only do we never really get focused and learn about these interesting alien rangers, there's one nitpick I have to come to in here. And that one nitpick being, aside from not focusing on the alien rangers, yeah, I'm sorry, I have to nitpick. Why in the fucking world do we have to focus on polluted water being the frickin' driving ground of the series? Look, I get it. The Equations are fish rangers, they're fish people, they come from Aquitar. I can understand that being the driving narrative and focus of the power. What I'll never and don't understand is why every episode has to have contaminated or, in quote, polluted water for them to deal with. It's stupid. Yeah, having a good idea is an idea, but replaying that idea so many times over and over again, it starts to get repetitive and then it starts to become boring. Now, keep in mind there's only 10 episodes of this miniseries, and 10 episodes can go by really quick. My only nitpick being that a lot of the stories have to do with polluted or contaminated water, minus a few. And noted I said few. The only ones that don't is Attack of the 60-Foot Bulk, Along Came a Spider, and I also believe Sowing the Seeds of Evil. The rest of them kind of do. And also Holiday Afternoon, I already talked about in my top 10 worst episodes video, but it bears repeating that, yeah, it is also kind of stupid to have the Hydro Hog eliminate all of the world water. We forget that people are 75% water. I hate to be dark, but the Aquatian Rangers can go, Human, come here. I am rehydrated now. Thank you, human. And also, the Rangers run out of water too. How does this make sense in this category? Like, they just wanted everything to be focused on water. Wonderful, great. Except, here's is the biggest nitpick about this. The Earth is 90% water? Right? The world is 90% water. Jordan and Alpha have a teleportation system. The answer speaks for itself. Have them teleport them to a place where there's a body of water. Oh, but in the Hydro Hog episode, he moved so fast that he was absorbing water. I dare to believe that. Even if you really had to, you can send them back to Aquatar for a quick refill, then have them come back. Zordon and Alpha still had the Shogun Zord and the Falcon Zord. They're not really underpowered, and in fact, if you really had to, send in the Falcon Zord to just eliminate or hold off the Hydro Hog. Is it really that bad? And yes, I'm still nitpicking about one episode. Shut up. But my point being is that the narrative of either no water or polluted water, it becomes really boring. Like every episode, it's like it gets interesting, and then it goes, "We have polluted water. This isn't good for the Aquatian Rangers." It's like, oh god, we're going back to this, are we? Like I said, a good idea sometimes is good repeating. I said sometimes. But every other time where you repeat the same narrative, it does get boring. And especially with my Morphin Alien Rangers. I'm sorry to Alien Ranger fans, and I know that one of my good friends is an Alien Ranger fan, so she might kind of be a little upset. But please understand that I just got bored of the we have polluted water, we have polluted water, we have polluted water, there is polluted water symptom that's going on here. Like, I know that it's bad, and I know that pollution is bad, but then, so on years later, you had Power Rangers Wild Force, which did the pollution idea, but did it better, in my opinion. Well, yeah, it's still kind of a nitpick to do, even for Wild Force, which is a series that focuses on save the Earth, no pollution. At least Wild Force did it better, and Alien Rangers did not. But while every episode is pretty much good, and also the villains were pretty much stylish, I have to say, there is the one driving narrative of this entire series, which is everybody wanted me to get to. They talk about how the Rangers were going to get back their powers. Well, this comes into my favorite season, so of course we got to talk about them, the Zeo Crystals. So at the end of one of my favorite all-time episodes of My Morphin Alien Rangers, Attack of the 60-Foot Bulk, Zordon implied to the Rangers that there is a power the Rangers can use. Turns out Zordon was holding out on them this entire time, which is kind of funny, and tells them that yes, there is a power that they can use and call upon to get back their powers, the Zeo Crystals. And also according to Zordon, he's sending young powerless children, across the world to unite the Zeo Crystals. All that, Zordon. So for the majority of the episode, mostly relies around the Rangers trying to capture upon their Zeo Crystals by going to places in history and trying to find them. The coolest part about the Zeo Crystal, Joe, if I'm being honest, is the fact that it tied into the Rangers' heritage. So, for example, Rocky is actually from Hispanic heritage, so he goes basically, I think like Mexico is where he goes to. Catherine, we know, is Australian, and she goes to Australia. Tommy, which we know is part Native American. I think that also Jason David Frank was part Native American too. He went to a Native American plantation, or Indian plantation, and vice versa. Every person goes to where they first started. And Aisha goes to Africa, which I have to say, just a little bit of a nitpick too. While I don't mind Nakia Breeze, I still am a little till to this day, while I love Nakia Breeze and Tanya, I still to this day cannot get over them replacing Nakia Aisha with Nakia Breeze. I still am not over that pain yet. Why? I guess it's because one of my first, I guess, TV crush was the actress that played Aisha. So, yeah, I think the little boy inside of me is still like, this isn't fair! This isn't fair! And still, the 28-year-old me is still going, this still isn't fair! Why could you do this to me? I have so much not to live for anymore. This isn't fair. But nitpick aside, it was going to happen eventually because every single other Ranger past Geo did get replaced. Yes, I'm looking at you, Justin. No, I still don't like Justin. No, I still hate Power Ranger Turbo. And especially if I ever review Power Ranger Turbo, if you guys want me to, I don't have it on DVD. I will complain about one of the biggest points of why Geo was a bestseller or most watched season, in my opinion. So, yeah, there's a lot to go about with why Justin came onto the season. And learning that so many years later makes me hate Turbo even more. But anyways, once the Zeo Crystals are united, our Ranger friends are be reunited with each other. So after the mighty Zeo Crystal has been reformed, our Rangers are going to thank our alien friends to have a reunion party at the command center. Hold on. Wasn't there a bomb being planted by Goldar and Rito that they had to worry about? I'm sure it's nothing. It's not like the command center's gonna fucking blow up or anything, right? Oh my god! They blew up the command center! You bastards! You killed Zordon and Alpha! You bastards! Zordon's not supposed to die for a season now! You bastards! How could you? Dying in a fiery explosion! That was frickin' awesome! But joking aside, how do I feel about Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers as a series or as a whole? Well, I will say, while it's not the best season ever made, and while it's not the greatest Power Ranger series ever made, I can see why it still holds up to its fan base. It's pretty damn cool. The series was interesting, the characters were dynamic, the villains were pretty much exciting, and all in all, Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers was a completely great series. While unfortunately the shortest lived season of the series, I gotta say that it still holds up to this day, and if you can track down a DVD copy or even a box set, I highly recommend checking it out. Well, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to tell me what you guys think about My Morphin Alien Rangers in the comment section down below. For me, it still holds up. It has a lot of nostalgia, but unfortunately, when you're not looking at it through rose-tinted glasses, the series is still kind of noticeably iffy in a few areas. So, it still does hold up, but it does have its flaws. But then again, not everything that's so perfect is exactly perfect. You will notice a flaw or two. Which just comes in to the best season ever. That was Power Rangers Zeo, which came out a year later, or within the same year as the ending. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you want to see me review Power Rangers Zeo, let's just say I'll make a deal with you guys if you want me to review this. If not this year, it will be next year. Let's have at least, we'll say, 15 to 20 likes on this video, and that will tell me if you guys want to see me review Power Rangers Zeo or not. Which, of course, that video might be one hell of a video for me to do because I have a lot to say about my favorite season. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me at Twitter with the link in the description down below. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Leading Universe. I've been White Nerdy. Keep beacon on. And as always, guys, take care and have a morphin' day.